Are you watching?
No. Yes, I could.
We need your phone for comments. Because, remember, I can't see that far.
I can. I don't know what your problem is.
Yes, I could. We need your phone for comments.
Yeah, now we can see. Oh, look, there's one person. Yeah, that's
Don't
me.
stop until you're proud.
Mine said, toy, thinking of you.
Yeah. So if I send you a toy, you'll know what I'm...
So, I'm somebody's toy?
No. Well, Daryl's maybe.
That's all another conversation. But yeah, it says toy, thinking of you.
That's an acronym, you know.
Oh, Lord, what does it stand for?
Thinking of you. Thank God I'm not the only one.
There's the blonde moment right there.
Yeah, those blonde roots are showing.
Hi, Christina.
Like, what does IDK stand for?
Yeah.
Oh God, thank you. You
I've
made
never
my
heard it called
mom.
toy.
Me
so-
neither. Not till we.
Wow.
Not till Hershey's introduced it. Or they're not, is that owned by Hershey's?
No, Devin's its own because it's
Okay.
trademarked.
Okay. I'm
Hello,
sorry.
everybody.
That was,
Sorry. We
Hello.
were having a blonde moment.
that's perfectly okay. I love it.
I learned
love
something
it.
new. I learned that when somebody writes toy, they're not talking about like you are somebody because it says toy, thinking of you. And I was like, toy? I'm not anybody's toy. And then she explained to me that toy meant T, thinking O, Y, you. T-O-Y. You learn something new every day.
I won't be letting you forget this for a while though.
It's okay. I got encyclopedias on you. You can have one on
This
me.
is true. Especially the, can you get Epsom salts wet? That was definitely one of the
That
shining
and the-
moments of
and
mine.
I can't read cards for somebody if they don't touch them.
Yeah.
Really? So what do we do on Wednesdays?
Like, oh yeah. I'm not even a natural blonde either.
Yeah. I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh Lord.
It's okay. Ironically, my hair goes from brunette to blonde depending on the season.
Yes, and how much time you
As
spend
you
in
can
the sun.
see, blonde, not blonde. Summer, fall.
What was that?
Somebody laughed. Haha.
No. Somebody just messaged me. Like, I can answer that right now. So whoever you are that messaged me, watch. I don't,
We can't do messages.
No.
Okay.
Now, if I was watching myself on my tablet, I could, but it's in the bedroom, so.
All right, so we got 3 of you, or at least 2 of you.
Yeah, we have Tina and Christine.
If you want a reading,
Say
let
so.
us know. And with that, in one word, how's your week been?
Really good.
No, one word.
Excellent.
There you go.
I'm here. Can I get a reading? I don't know who you
Hold
are.
on. We'll do it this way.
You're going to have to watch and ask
Angie.
in the feed. It's Angie.
There you go.
No, because it's not the same picture. I don't know whose picture that is. No matter how fat I get, I'm still...
So,
okay, I don't...
yeah, you have to look at it through here because that's Christine.
That is the most bizarrest thing I've ever seen so far today.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So see, Christine.
I don't know
says,
how.
"Hi,
I don't know
ladies."
how this is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Tina says, "Hey, ladies."
Okay, then we're counting on you because I'm looking at it going,
Yeah.
what? I don't understand.
Okay. So Christine.
Yeah, so if you want a reading, please say, I would like a reading. When we finish the readings, I will ask for people who want to speak to loved ones on the other side or their spirit guides.
Cool. Tina wants a reading.
Okay. Do you want to write this down or you want what?
I can do this part if you do that part.
I can do this part. I can scribble.
Angie
wants a reading.
Christine wants a reading.
Christine. So far for readings, we have Tina, Angie, and Christine.
Christine, no matter how fat I get, I still only count as one. You know, a few years ago, the airlines tried to make it so that if you encroached in on the seat next to you, you had to buy that seat. You know, I wish they'd have brought that in. Because I get stuck. I'm not super thin. I'm not horribly fat. But I swear to God, I get stuck between the two people, and then I have this much room for me. And I'm like, or just make the damn seats bigger.
Well, if it made the seats bigger, they couldn't get as many people, and they wouldn't make as much money. What happened to your comments?
Well, they go away unless
they go away unless you do that. Okay. Anyone else for readings other than Tina, Angie, and Christine?
No, not right now.
Not right now, because that's all the people that are watching, I'm assuming. Why the sad face? Oh, I guess it was your comment.
No, because Christine has to switch to her phone because the tablet froze.
Oh well.
She's been having trouble with the tablet.
Oh, look, we have 4 people now. So, yay. Thank you, whoever whoever's watching.
Come back.
So, the rules are, you get 1 reading per person. We are going to alternate between the 2 of us as to who reads whom. Right now it's just 3, so one of us will get lucky and do 2 readings. We generally have people coming in late because I don't send out the announcements anymore. And that's okay. I'm not supposed to send out, hello.
Hey, birdie.
And so when it comes time, I'll ask you for the persons, to talk with someone on the other side, for their name and their date of death, or if you want to talk with your spirit guides, you need to say spirit guides. Or, no, let me back that up. You need to have a question for your spirit guides. Look, I've got a finger. You need to have a question for your spirit guides.
And you can only ask it if your finger's moving.
That's right. That's right. Mainly because if they have a message for you, it is going to be along the lines of, yes, we love you, yes, we support you, yes, you're on the right path. Because if you talk to mom or dad, yes, I love you, sweetheart, you're on the right path, we support you 100%. That's about the only real messages you get from mom and dad. Unless it's Sarah, and then she tells you what she really thinks. Which should scare the bejeebers out of everybody.
You know, one of the reasons I stopped drinking is because you think I'm honest now? I am brutal.
Yeah.
Brutally. And it's not to be mean, it's just what
little
bit of filter I have when I'm not drunk.
What filter?
What little bit of filter I have when I'm not drunk is gone.
I'm back. Richard asked what?
Oh.
My feed is all messed up, so.
She says she's back. Richard asked me to tell you he's in Facebook jail and wants a reading. You know darn well, Christine, how that works. So, until Richard's out of Facebook jail.
Until Richard can watch on his own and ask on his own, or he can call me. He knows he can call me.
Just not right now.
Just not right now. When answer the
She
phone.
can do a feeding. She can do a feeding later. What the hell? Reading. Kaci is at a college event tonight.
Who said reading, please?
Yolanda.
Yolanda. Thank you.
I know, Christine, you're the messenger. So now you can re-message.
Relay
it.
that to exactly. Relay
Because
that
he
to
knows
Richard.
too.
Yeah. So basically, the whole thing is to don't do anything stupid or post anything stupid that you're going to wind up in Facebook jail for.
I have an alternate account, and it ends up in Facebook jail.
See, I don't want to ever go to Facebook jail, so I don't post anything that isn't related to what I do.
Yeah. That's why I have. So I've got this account for witchy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And tarot and all of that.
Right.
Then I have my kayaking account because I in no way want the two to merge.
No, exactly. Yeah.
And then I have another account that I keep tabs on people because I find because they block me and then they say shit and I find it absolutely hilarious. I don't get into it with them, but I'm like, wow, the whole reason you blocked me so you could talk shit and you know you're wrong. So I have that account.
Okay.
It doesn't get much use because it's just one of those funny accounts.
Okay. I have a PSA. This is Palo Santo. It is often used in for spiritual purposes. It is very difficult to burn, which makes it great for this kind of work. But it is fast becoming missing in the wild because people are cutting down the immature trees. The immature trees don't do the same thing that a mature tree does, and it won't have the same spiritual properties. So don't buy this stuff. Don't buy Palo Santo because it will probably be in the next couple of years on the endangered species list.
Yeah, Palo being tree, Palo Alto, tall tree, Palo Santo, saint's tree.
Okay. Yes, but unscrupulous people are chopping the bejeebers out of it.
Green tree. Sorry.
Learning all about palos, aren't we?
Palo, yes.
Okay.
That's my extent of Spanish. Besides,
Fajitas.
donde está el baño, which is very important. Where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom? Yeah. My extent of Spanish is stuck to the menu: fajitas, tacos, empanadas. That's the extent of my Spanish. Okay, so 4 readings so far. We have Tina, Angie, Christine, and Yolanda. Is there anybody else who wants a reading? Who's watching? There's only 4, so I guess that's it. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
That's 2 out of 3 falls. You know you can keep me pinned to the floor, right?
Yes, I do. Do rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. It's a reference to Big Bang Theory. I actually have a shirt that says rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock because
I watched 15 minutes of that show once and thought it was banal and inane, and I was like, out of here. I didn't like it at
all the time. Partly because being an IT security engineer, I worked with people exactly like that, so I find it funny. Second, it is in no way
I would have slapped him.
political.
Silly.
You
No,
could
that's
watch
true.
all
It wasn't.
10 years, and short of Penny's boob size and haircut, you would not know what year you were in.
That's
They
true.
never talk about who's president. They don't hit on any social issues. It was just clean.
Well, I did
ridiculous.
have to watch it because Della watched it. And if I was in the living room, that's why we watched it. I remember the episode where they were trying to get tickets to some convention and they were all sitting there with their computers. Refresh. And I'm like, oh, good.
I worked with a guy at General Dynamics who had trouble talking to people. Now, get this. He had trouble talking to people. So Raj had trouble talking to women, and he would go, well, this guy, you'd be like, hey, Joe, how are you? And he'd be like,
Total techie guy,
He was great. Yeah, he was great at the computer thing, and he could hack anything, anywhere. But his people skills were
couldn't hack humanity.
Not even close. That's a gene pool that will end with him. Okay,
Not a bad thing.
Tina. Interesting. Okay, Tina, the first card I have for you is the Five of Visions. Whatever you've been chasing, it's gone. If you look at her, she's running down the road. She's chasing after that ball of gold. It's going into the river or into the swamp. She's never going to get it. So whatever you've been chasing, let it go. Doesn't mean something better isn't coming your way, because there's the frog prince sitting right there. But if you're too busy crying on shore, weeping over something that was never yours to begin with, you're never going to notice Prince Charming there as the frog. So whatever you've been chasing, let it go. It wasn't meant to be. It's not yours. So, the next card I have for you is the Four of Spells. This is all about partying. So, hey, look, let it go.
Join the
Go
party.
celebrate. Go have a little fun. This is all about going out. There's a card in my deck about, just you and your little close-knit friends. No, this is actually going out and just having a really good time. Doing something you haven't done in a while and that you love, and remembering what it was like before you started chasing. Is Tina married?
I don't actually know.
Are you married, Tina? Just out of curiosity. I'm not saying you're going to get a divorce. That's not where I'm going with this. I was just curious. So yeah, once you're done chasing and you move on, go party with it. And the next one is the Three of Challenges. And this one is, it's not as bad as you think. You're not in as desperate a position. If you look, this is literally Hansel and Gretel, where the dad leaves Hansel and Gretel in the forest because he thinks he has no other option. Very common in the Middle Ages.
Very common.
In Europe, because you figured they could at least try to fend for themselves or starve to death with you. But what this is saying is you've got more choices. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You've got more choices. So that's why I said this was a very interesting read, because these two are all about it's gone, but don't jump to conclusions about things. And then you've got go party. So it's gone. It's not as bad as you think. So freaking go party, girl. Have a little fun.
It works for
Get
me.
a tattoo.
Get a
Drink a
tattoo.
mimosa.
I'm up for that. Do what?
Drink a mimosa.
Okay, Angie, the first card I pulled for you, sweetie, is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like, it's time to go for it. There's plenty to go for. There's plenty of opportunities. Just go for it. You've got the strength to go do whatever. Yeah, you've got the strength to do what you need to do. But these are good. Wow. It's a good thing that you're going for. There's plenty of wonderful things coming at you. You're stronger than you think, because if you do go for it, you got joy and happiness right on the end of that. You've got a whole new level of satisfaction. So whatever it is you've been sitting on the fence about, don't sit on the fence anymore. Just do it.
Be like Nike.
Just do it. Exactly.
So Kaci and I went and saw Lion King the musical last night.
I want to go see Dune, but go ahead.
And the theatrics are amazing. The way they have the animals, and they have the people dressed up as the animals. Well, there's one guy walking out as a cheetah. And he struts out, and he's standing upright, and he's like the tail end of the cheetah, and the cheetah's out in front of him, and he's got these sticks, and he's walking this cheetah. And he is so proud, and all I could hear in my head was, "You be that cheetah, buddy." And he was and he would come out, and I'd be like, and I leaned over to Kaci, I was like, "Be the cheetah."
Works.
He was a great cheetah. I liked the giraffes, the way they walked the giraffes.
I think Tina said she was a widow. Is that what
Yes.
she's saying? Okay.
I just didn't want her to think I was telling her to like
No, I
cheat, or I was like, this doesn't have anything to do with America.
No, it has nothing to do with the marriage. It has everything to do with friendships and
Yeah.
new opportunities.
So, okay, Christine. Holy crap!
Holy crap.
Holy crap!
Oh no! Your life's going to an end in the next 10 minutes.
No. It says, I'll read it the way exactly. Everything's great. You're going to find somebody. And then there's not literally death, but this is the death card. That's why I said the holy, because it was like, hey, look, things are growing great. You've got everything you need. Look, there's going to be somebody in your life that you can share life with. So I was expecting another one of those cards, and then wham! It's all going to change.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
It doesn't mean that they're going to drop dead on you. It does mean that, life's going to be... When that gentleman walks to the door, my life's going to change.
This is definitely a change card.
Yeah.
So. No. Well, think about it. She's got a point with this. It's all good. Someone's coming into your life.
Life will change because of
and
that.
an immense change because of that. Hence the death card, which is all about change.
Could be someone with $10 million in the bank and you'll never have to work another day. That's a definite change. We would hope that for you.
Yeah.
Simply because that's a good thing. Death isn't a bad thing. It's just a permanent change.
Yeah.
Very permanent. But it doesn't have to be a bad change.
So it wasn't a bad reading.
No, not at all.
But keep throwing yourself out there. You might end up with a surprise.
I sounded like somebody fell down the stairs, didn't it?
Yeah. Your door's locked, right?
You locked it, didn't you, when you came in?
I'm just gonna make sure.
I opened the door for her. She closed it behind herself. No, she didn't.
Well, your back door's open too. So
Where's the back door? But at least we would hear them stumbling over the balcony.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
We're now safe.
Oh, thank God, I was worried.
I could tell.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never felt.
Oh, she said you meant your reaction. Okay, Yolanda.
Oh, did it?
What is with this? I shuffled. Really, I did. There we go. Okay. Yolanda, the first card is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like, get down out of that tree and go get it because it's right there in front of you or under you or whatever, but you got to go get it. You're waiting. The time for waiting is over because we have the Star card. The Star card is you're heading into a golden time where things couldn't be any easier. And the Six of Wands says you're getting away with a lot of stuff. But if you want better, you're going to have to go get it. It's not going to come to you. Things are good, but they could be better. I hope, Yolanda, that makes sense.
Yeah, nothing ever comes easy.
That's not true.
Really?
Yes.
Prove me wrong.
You have 2 children.
Oh my
God. You had 2 children. Were they not blessings?
I didn't say we didn't get blessings. I said they didn't come easy. Now, granted, with Kaci, I was so epidural.
You were high as a kite.
I was high as a kite, and as Daryl put it, you didn't look like you had a kid at all. Because I felt absolutely nothing anyway. But
there are things that just happen in our lives that are beneficial and easy. We didn't have to work for them. They just came. And then there's things in our life that, I swear to God, it's like pulling teeth without anesthesia. But the results are worth it.
Yes.
So yes, there are both kinds. There are both this.
You just get a whole lot more of the working kind.
Yes, you do get a lot more of the working kind. So how is Jim the easy part?
Because he just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. He came with the business. He showed up.
Yeah, with relationships are generally not easy, but they should be. When a relationship is easy, cherish that, because it doesn't happen.
I did.
Can I have a reading, please?
Ooh. Birdie.
Birdie, yes, Birdie.
And Patricia.
Birdie.
So it's my turn. So I got
Your turn.
Birdie.
If you've got to work really hard at a relationship and it's not making you happy, get the hell away from it.
Daryl and I work really hard at our relationship, though it does make us happy.
There you go.
But
see?
for those of you that don't know, Daryl and I, we're both type A personalities. So when you have two of those in the house, and you had Kaci in on it, but
You showed her a scarred for life. No, that's not to say you don't have your troubles. Everybody's got their troubles. But if the relationship isn't, in the end, you don't want to wake up tomorrow morning with that person in bed next to you, you need to leave it.
True. I agree with that. I wish the comments would just stay up.
I do too. I do like your friends.
That's what's mine and not yours.
There you go.
Okay. Birdie. 1, a 2, a 3. Okay. First card I have for you is the 4 of Challenges. It says, things have been tough. If you look all the way around, it's cold, it's spiky. There's lots of pokies. But you got a bit of a respite. There's a tree, it's providing shelter, it's got food on it. And then if you notice behind the tree, more pokies. So you went through some stuff, you got a bit of a respite, you're going to go through more stuff. But enjoy that respite right now. But while you're enjoying it, watch your back. Somebody's trying to steal something from you. While you're resting, while you're in here enjoying your rest, that they obviously do not throw it in the fire. That you need. While you're resting, keep an eye out, because you see the foxes are sneaking away with all your prized possessions. So rest up, but keep an eye out for those that are trying to do you harm. And the last one I have is the Keeper of Challenges. This is your spirit guide. He sits there, you can ask, and sometimes he gets involved and sometimes he doesn't. It all depends on his mood. So take respite, watch the people behind you, and ask your spirit guides for help, with the understanding that on this one they may or may not help you. It's up on him. I'm getting the word of, I'll help you, but it's going to be a while. You got something you got to go through. But rest up for it. You'll go through it. It'll work out on the inside of it.
Somebody asked if we could explain type A personality.
There's a couple different types of personalities. Type A, dominant, domineering, go-getters, the people that don't take crap from anybody. They're the ones that are well, you know me. We're bullheaded.
An example of a type A personality would be Bill Gates,
mm-hmm.
the Clintons, who used to be President Trump, would be a type A personality.
I was waiting for you to hit a Republican there at some point.
I don't know who's who. Anybody in Congress would be a type A personality. Did I hit all of them? No, but as a rule, they don't take no for an answer. They run the show.
Yeah.
They're very dominant and domineering, and you do it their way or you just get out.
And we're also the ones that don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
I've been told you can't put any adjective in there on that. And I'm like,
Watch me do this.
Bullshit, watch. But it also means that we both have to be right.
Yeah.
So there's this back and forth. However, we also complement each other. If I'm down, he's up. He'll step in. If he's down, I'm up. And even the kids notice that if one of us is off, the other one naturally just steps into place.
Now, what you don't want is two type B personalities. Those are people that sit back and let you do it.
Yeah, nothing ever gets done.
Nothing ever gets done. No.
So yeah, there's many different
Yeah.
personality types.
I'm more of a type AB personality.
I'll do it if I have to.
No, I will sit back and I will watch you do something until it's stupid, and I'll step in and say, "Told you." Now let me do this. So yeah, I will just let you hang yourself.
You're not a type A, Birdie? It's okay. So most people aren't.
No,
Most people are not type A. Most people, you can easily guide them. You can manipulate is not the right word for it. But they're easily willed into whatever you need or want them to do. And that's not a bad thing.
No. No, they really, neither personality is good or bad. They just are. And they have different traits that are sometimes aggressive and sometimes less so.
Not everybody in the world could be a type A because nothing would get done because we were all too busy fighting each other on how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody could be a type B personality because nothing would get done because nobody would take charge.
Exactly.
So
It's
there's
like
that give and take.
a bee colony. Yeah. Everybody's got their job. Not everybody can be the queen. Not everybody can be a worker bee.
If you ever get the chance, if you haven't read it, you should read Brave New World.
I read that way back in whenever.
Love that.
Oh,
book.
back in the 70s, you remember those, right?
No, but I heard about them. We were talking about the oil shortage, the gas shortage in the 70s. And
She heard about it.
yes,
I
she
remember
she
like
remember
heard about
those, and I was like, no, but I heard about. I was born in 77, so I'm not that young, but I'm at that great little age where I'm not too old and I'm not too young.
Yeah, but you're never going to get any younger either.
Yeah, I know. I'm Goldilocks right now.
Yep, you're Goldilocks right now. Give it another 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
And then that'll change.
So anyway, sorry, we're off
That's
on
okay.
a tangent.
No, somebody asked you to explain, so I want you to explain. So, Patricia, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups says Spirit's trying to give you something, and you're not paying any attention. You're just like, yeah, whatever. And you need to start paying attention when your spirit guides talk, because there's something you need, and you need to go get it. You need to go get it now. It's not going to come to you. You need to get out of your... This is the get off my lazy ass and do the work card. This is, and listen, this is the you need to go get it because you're the one really in charge. No one else is in charge but you. You use your force of will to go get what it is you want. You tell it to come to you. You go find it. Something. Take charge of your situation, sweetie. Because if you don't, oh well, it won't change, will it?
Birdie says 77 was a great year. It was the year her baby was born.
I graduated high school in 76.
That's okay. We still love you.
Thank you. I was crunching the other day. I was like losing neck, and my neck was doing the popcorn thing, and I'm like, oh shit, my neck is old. Not the rest of me, just my neck.
77 was a good year. It was the year Elvis died, though.
Oh, that's not good. Well, I mean, I'm glad you lived, but you know,
Yeah.
Is there a story you want to share with them?
No, it's just every time somebody says 77, they're like, oh yeah, that's the year Elvis died. And it was. He died in like...
Oh, Elvis. I thought you said you almost died. You said Elvis.
Elvis.
I thought you said the year I almost.
Hunka Hunka Burning Love.
Yeah, that one. I never liked him.
Huh?
I was not an Elvis fan. Sorry.
I liked his younger stuff. I did not like his older stuff.
I can relate. Okay, so that is all we have for readings. If we missed you, it's because we missed you, not because we hate you.
No, because we love you.
We do. We love you. So if we missed you, tell us again, please. Otherwise, if you would like to talk with your spirit guides, have a question in mind. If you would like to talk to someone on the other side, I need their name and the date they died. Please. Start typing.
What do I want to know?
I don't know. What do you want to know? The meaning of life? 42, but that's another story.
6.
Huh? 6?
6.
No, it was 42.
Was it?
Yes.
You had 42 together at 6.
I've got proof it was 42.
Etched on your back or?
No.
Where?
Douglas Adams. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I've seen this, but as Daryl can attest, my hubby can attest, I can watch a movie and swear to God I've never seen it.
This race of people built a computer to answer all of the questions of life, including what is the meaning of life. Unfortunately, they asked the wrong question, and the computer calculated it as 42. Okay.
There you go, there's your first one.
The first one is Alicia Knight. Is Alicia available? Please. Alicia Knight. Who wants to talk? Who was asking for Alicia?
Yolanda.
Yolanda.
I put them with their names.
Oh, thank you. What is your birth month, Sarah?
February.
Bless you, bless you.
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, so you said you're not a Pisces too, are you?
No, I'm Aquarius. Sorry, wind's been blowing. Allergies are kicked.
Yeah, and I've had the door open, so. Alicia, would you please step forward to talk with Yolanda? I'm sorry, Yolanda, I am not getting anything. It's like crickets. It's kind of weird.
It's because I scared them off from sneezing.
Well, that's true too. No, it's not. Alicia's either busy or just doesn't want to be bothered tonight. Don't know which. Take your pick, but she's not coming forward. So I'm going to switch to Sandra. Is the lady in the yellow sweater. She always shows up to me as a yellow sweater. And Sandra, could you come forward, please? Bertie, did you have a specific question you wanted to ask Sandra? Because she's standing here, but she's not saying anything. I think she's kind of like, and? She's here. Sandra's here. Did Bertie respond?
I've had her on my mind a lot about her death.
Yeah, that's what she told me you wanted to know. And I've told you before, I won't go into it, about her death. I've seen it. It's not pretty. I'm not going to repeat it. Ever.
Because at the end of the day, it will not do you any good.
No, it won't do you. It doesn't do her any good either. So, she's gone. She's like, oh well, I'm in a better place, and it's not important to her anymore. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so blunt, but it's just, someone's death is not something you really want to see. So when they tell you the story, it can be traumatizing, especially for an empath. And so if I see the death as an identifier, yes, they died in this manner, can you verify that? That is all that really needs to be done. We've already verified it a couple of times of how, when, and beyond that, she's like, it's okay. Okay. I think it popped up where you said you hope that they can find them. They're already in jail. I think I kind of covered this a couple of weeks ago. They're already in jail for something else. They're paying for it. They just don't know they're paying for it. Or that, as well as whatever it was they were sent to jail for. Because she was not the only person to die by these people's hands. So
Birdie says she misses her dear.
I do not doubt that, because Sandra does show up every time, or generally every time I ask for her. So she obviously loves you and misses you too. So invite her out for dinner one day. And invite her, literally speak the words, hey Sandra, come on over to the house, we're having dinner. Or let's go for a ride, or something like that. And I'll bet you'll find she's there with you. More often than you realize. Sometimes all it takes is the invitation, and they can step through and be with you for a little while. So try that. See if that doesn't help.
Sometimes only thinking of them brings them up.
Mm-hmm.
You laugh at me. I'm very conscious about what I think when I'm in the shower. I am.
I can understand that. A friend of mine went to get a reading right after her husband died. And her husband literally said to the medium, she thinks of me all the time because she keeps taking me out of class. So when you think about them, you draw them near. And sometimes that's not always good. So sometimes it's one, we can't move on, and two, they can't move on. So
I've been very cognizant of that fact. My best buddy, river guide, mentor, the whole 9 yard, died a week ago on Sunday. And I'm very, very, very cognizant of when I think of him. Because if I had it my way, I would constantly think of him. Because I thought of him a lot when he was alive. Oh, I wonder what Jim would say. I wonder if he wants to do this. What would he do? I'd like his opinion. And I'm cognizant. Because I wouldn't call him 20 times a day. I would call him once. Mm-hmm. Or I'd wait a day or two, or I'd see him on the river. So at the same time, now that he's passed, I'm in that same cognizant mindset of, all right, I don't want to bug him 20 times in a day, so once.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
Because our dearly departed have other people they want to see and other people they need to talk to. And so if you're calling on them constantly, they can't go do what it is they need to do.
Birdie says she talks with her every day.
Oh, that is sweet. That is, I know, I get that. I talk to my mom a lot. As if she was actually kind of like sitting here. So.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is okay. Okay, who wants to know what on the spirit guides? Patricia wants to know what she needs to do.
Yes.
There's something missing, Patricia. I don't know what it is. They're showing me a hole where you are. I don't know if it's about your job or your house, but something's not right about some situation that you're in, and you need to get out of it somehow or another. I know that's not always easy to do with 3 people and some dogs, but it's maybe there's just a hole there that you need to find out what that hole is. First of all, you need to find out what to do with it. Your guides are pretty much always talking with you, because I heard one of them say, because you have more, everybody has more than one. I heard one of them say, how many more times do we have to show her? And the other ones are saying, they're showing me the hole. They're showing me, why am I playing with my hands, my fingers? Are you having trouble with your hands, Patricia? Because I've been sitting here playing with my own fingers for some reason. No, they're thinking they look weird. I don't know. Or you're not handling something well, or they're showing you how to handle it and you're not listening. Something along those lines. You need to make a significant change.
Patricia says no, nothing weird.
Nothing weird with the hands? Then you're not handling something well. You need to make a significant change. Okay, this is going to sound weird.
She says, I'm under a lot of stress. Me and Anthony broke up.
I know that. I know that. I saw that the minute he asked you to move out of his house. He didn't want you as a fiance anymore. Period. And I'm thinking I know you live in, I think it's League City, I'm not sure, but that's kind of like smack dab in oil country, I think, or Bay City or something like that, but I'm seeing kind of like a wasteland. So I'm thinking you need to move a little further north into Houston. I don't know if that makes sense or not, whether it's you move with your whole family or just move your job.
She says yes.
Yes to what? I asked her a lot of questions. I think she lives in League City. Move further north towards Houston and make better contacts than the one you have now. Especially work contacts. You need better working conditions. You need to work at a higher class place.
Yeah, she lives in League City.
A higher class place than you're working now. You need to live in a higher class place. You settled. You settled for the life you have right this second. You need to change that around so that your life is better and you have better contacts and you have better class of people that you hang out with. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing your guys going, we're giving you this information, but you're either ignoring it or we don't always hear them like I do. Sometimes it is an article in a newspaper or something jumps up in your Facebook feed that makes you go, this is a repeat of something I saw a couple of hours ago. Wow, okay, that was repeated again tomorrow or yesterday or whatever. Those are the way they really talk to us, is in signs and symbols. So if you're not looking at the things that are happening in your life, you're missing an awful lot of their communications. And that's like, everybody needs to hear that one, because look for repeating patterns in the things that come into your awareness. There's your message.
All right, Tina wants to talk to Winfred Hooker, but this is where the text comes in. It says, I have something I want to find out for my late husband, Winfred Hooker. My sheer curtains in my living room are white, but I catch flashes of color when I talk about Winfred. Blue, green, and orange. Is he trying to tell me something? I love and miss him a lot, but sometimes I feel I'm not dealing with his loss much better.
Gee, that's a recurring theme today too, isn't it? Dealing with loss.
Yeah. After the last 18 months, 2 years.
It's been rough around our parts for a while. Is Winfred, can you please step forward? Okay. What I got originally when she read me the text was, yes, that's me. You're not paying attention to the sparkly things in life. You're always going to miss me. Move on. He's always going to miss you, but it's also time for you to move on and go for the more colorful, the more sparkly, go for something different than what you've been giving yourself. There is no right way or wrong way to grieve or to handle the loss. Everybody does it differently. Everybody grieves differently. It hits everybody at different periods in their life. When you've lost someone, sometimes it's immediate, sometimes it's weeks, days, months later that it really, really hits home. And there's no right way or wrong way to deal with it. There just is. It hurts. It's painful. It'll make you cry. But if you remember the good times you had with them, it makes it a little bit easier.
It'll make you yell and scream and curse.
Yes, it will make you yell and scream and curse.
And then you feel bad because you yelled and screamed and cursed at them. So then you, yeah.
Well, Tina's husband Winfred also died in a violent. It was a car accident, a truck accident. He drove a truck, so he died that way. And there's no good way to deal with it. It just is. There's your way to deal with it, and your way is appropriate. Why is my nose itching? You gave me your allergies, didn't you? Okay.
Share. I'm a sharer.
So, when when little things like that, he's like, remember this wonderful time we had? You can have this again. You don't have to live in the sorrow. We're always going to visit the sorrow, but you don't have to live there. And nobody can tell you how to get out of it. Nobody can tell you how to be better at it, because it's all about you and your journey, no one else's.
Have you seen a grief counselor?
That's what I was just going to say.
Because I have a friend who lost her husband, who is another dear friend of mine. We're coming up on his 1-year anniversary. And she was they were soulmates. She was in a very bad place. And there's nothing any of us could do for her. But she went and saw a grief counselor. And in seeing that grief counselor, it helped her process things. It didn't make it better by any means. But it was the counselor saying, yes, this is normal. This is ways you can work through it. And it actually helped her out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. People don't realize how beneficial counseling really is. I didn't need grief counseling, but I needed other counseling. Because the counselor was like, well, you're the most well-adjusted person I've ever met. Thank you. I had really good coping skills. I think you misunderstood me, okay?
Oh, these days I'm dealing much better.
Oh, good.
I meant to say I'm dealing with his loss better.
Okay. I can only see half of what you write on my screen, and she didn't refresh hers. And that's, I mean, it's okay.
A lot of stress, and
I thought it was just not dealing with it any better.
Yeah.
Is what I thought she said. Somebody likes my TikTok video. Isn't that nice? I am on TikTok for you guys. You know, go take a look.
Go take a look.
Go take a look. So, in any event, if you're handling his death better, good for you. Start looking for the...
Go back to my reading. When we're done, go back to my reading.
Okay.
I read for her.
I thought that was... Yeah. That thought crossed my mind as well, but I just didn't say it. I'm sorry I misunderstood you, Tina. But yes, that's Winfred being playful.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else I can screw up tonight? Does anyone have any questions? Patricia, you may not be able to move now, but you can later.
And you can always put out feelers now. You can start...
You start looking now.
Mm-hmm.
With the maintenance in this place that I live, I started looking the day I moved in.
Took us a year to find the house.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then once we found it, it took us another 2.5 months. We moved in on Friday. Well,
Yay.
actually, we technically got the keys on Friday. We moved in on Sunday.
No, Kaci moved in on Friday.
Kaci moved in on Friday. That child was like, and it's funny because she wasn't born in the house, but she was 3 when we moved to the old house, which is actually technically newer than the one we bought. Anyway, yeah, she was out of there like, I need a good white on rice don't quite fit, but she was out of there so quick. She left.
Speed Racer would have been eating her dust. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Sorry I couldn't be more help tonight, guys. And Winfred's message was the sparklies in the window. He's being playful with you.
He wants you to notice all the good things in life.
Mm-hmm. So does anybody have anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. What time is it?
8:28.
That's not too bad.
Okay. Then
we love you too. So thank you everybody for being here for us this evening. We really do appreciate you giving us this chance to practice and to connect with you and to connect with the other side. We will be here again next week. So share this message with all your friends. Let them know that they too can get no answers from me. Sorry.
You have lots of answers.
I did. Yes, I did. So thank you guys very much, and we will see you next week.
Adios.
Instead of getting